Heidi ho, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I have just woke up and feel like crap. So, I wanted to share an experience with you. Yesterday, when I'm filming this, yesterday, I had a night shift, then 8 hours off, and then a day shift. So, this is 24 hours with very little sleep, of course, and I felt terrible. By the time I was trying to get home, I was, swerving, and I didn't really want to stop to get fast food. I wanted to eat something at home. And then I came home to this, and it is not entirely not my fault that this happened, but, it's like you can see in the corner there next to what is actually a container of bleach, because I bleach out my sink on occasion, is my coffee pot. That's my coffee pot. My brother has a Keurig, so that's my coffee pot. But, well, as I look at a lot of these dishes here, there's two glass bowls which we use for the water for the cats. There's a number of plates which could be either cat food or my brother. That glass tray in the middle is his chicken, buffalo chicken wings. And, primarily most of this stuff, 90% of it, in fact, is not mine. And then there was a giant colander. The largest colander we have was sitting in the sink as well this morning when I woke up. And I remember my head was pounding. I had not eaten anything. I went and I got myself some iced coffee. And I said, okay, I have got to deal with this sink. So, got the old dishwasher running. I had half loaded it, so it didn't even have to be completely loaded. My brother could have just loaded the other half, which would have meant that not only would he have been able to load it, but unload it, and that I would have been able to get a clean sink, thus being able to eat a healthy meal tonight when I come home from work. Now, just so you folks know, one thing about nutrition, one of the, I guess it would be an odd fact about nutrition, it's best to have a salad with dinner. And that may sound really weird, but do recall, I have something in my eye. Oh. There's no COVID-19 in my house. Anyway, do recall that dinner is typically a pretty big meal, and salads, they don't fill you up, but you can have them associated with dinner, and often, salads can actually be very leftover-y. If you've got, like, meat from a previous meal, chop it up, grill it for a little bit to get the bacteria out of it, and then, let it cool and throw it into your salad. It's real simple. Or you can make a particularly light salad. I like to do fruit and nut salads. I will take dried blueberries and dried cranberries and like a handful of almonds or a handful of peanuts or whatever have you, and throw those in there, and then you've got this nice little nutty salad. You have that right before your main course. And the thing is that I believe it's magnesium in the salad and the greens actually helps you sleep. So having this like 2 hours before dinner, it gets into your intestines and it starts to push you down into that level of sleep. Now, I don't know how long it takes for this to get into your system. Maybe a salad for lunch is the best thing, because then by then it's well into your system, and if you need sleep, you're going to sleep. But one reason we can point to of the very, very many that Americans don't get enough sleep is a lack of greens, of fresh greens. So there's that. So the best thing for me to have done yesterday after work would have been to come home and make myself a salad. And the best thing for me to have done this morning before going to work, because I'm working evening shifts all this week, would actually be to turn around and get the stuff ready for a salad, throw it all in the I mean, it's, I like to put pasta with my salads. I will have a meat, whatever have you. If you're going to have a salad like that, you need these things to not only be sterile, but be cool. So, like, you can boil the pasta, you can drain the pasta, and you can even, to dry it out a little bit more and make it less sticky, you can toss it in the pasta cheese, the feta. I think it's feta or Parmesan. Parmesan, there you go. I'm not thinking too good right now. So that's one thing you can do. And then, like boil a couple of eggs, throw them in the freezer, and cut them up for your salad when you get home. Stuff like that. And then you have a really good night's sleep. You're less likely to wake up with a headache like I did. And I wasn't drinking last night. I just had a lot of caffeine because I didn't have a lot of sleep. And, now I'm coming down from the caffeine, and it's unpleasant. I should be like scarfing vegetables and napping, but I gotta be back at work. I gotta leave for work in about 2 hours. Oh. But yeah. Two things come up here. One is salads are beautiful, and the other is the activity of the people you live with can definitely really hurt your health. I mean, I used to cook for the household, and my brother told me he gained 100 pounds off of my cooking. And I said, okay, we had an agreement. That agreement was, you unload the dishwasher. And he wouldn't do it. And I said, you want healthy food, the cleaner the kitchen is, the healthier the food is, because it's like, obviously I can't wash vegetables in that mess, and again, like, the dishes in the sink are still piled up. I just basically took the top layer off. I filled the dishwasher as quickly as I can, so I chose the larger dishes, the ones that took up the most space, and put them in there. And then I ran it because I had to run it as soon as possible, because the hope is that I can get it offloaded before going to work. In this hour and a half, or hour and 45 minutes I have left. So yeah, you just look at this guy and think, dude, you're killing yourself, you're killing me, knock it off. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. What do you think? Do my salads sound yummy? I'm Richard. Greetings, humanity. I'm Fred the Facehugger here, and I'm here to remind you that Richard, the owner of this YouTube channel, wants to help the world. That's your world, not my world. He's trying to get trash out of the ocean, and he can pay for that only if he gets monetized. So do yourself a favor, like and comment on this video, and get your friends to subscribe, or else terrible things will happen that I will not have any control over, but then my species will take over the earth. So, yeah. Up to you, worthless, apathetic, but, easily face-hugged human. Fred out.